My favorite child. Story. Unconditional love. March 21st, 2025. Father motioned to Mother, outstretching a passage from the book he was reading, pointing and raising his eyebrows, some inquisitive semaphore. Mother read it. It was Sigmund Freud who observed that the most fortunate thing that can happen to us growing up is to be our mother's favorite child. What are you supposing, dear? We have 3 children. Are you suggesting only one of them will grow up all right? Receiving no real response, Mother continued. No, I don't take favorites. They're all my favorite. She reasoned aloud, consoling her logic. All of our children will be all right. We love them. We love them. Why do they need to be the favorite anyway? What book is this? Father unfroze himself and recoiled his arm and folded the book. It's not a book on child rearing, if that's what you're thinking. It was an aside on the implications of love, how love conquers fear. Love conquers all, Mother interjected. Precisely, love conquers all. No, it wasn't about our kin and their welfare. I know true love surpasses conditionality, surpasses favoritism. What an impossibility to be a favorite. But honey, do you think our children know that lesson? Do you think our children know that they are all your favorites and that they are loved by us equally? Not exactly. Do you think they're wise enough yet not to fall for that trap? Mother was not going to conspire against her children if that's what Father was intimating. Father caught her thought. I'm not testing them, we're playing. We're playing. Inventing crucibles is no way to live. I don't see any other way to describe our life on Earth. Clearly God's playing with us, and I must be his worst student, flunking all the tests. I see no reason why I can't invent a few quizzes myself and try my hand at teacher to my children. You're no God, honey. I'll never claim to be, but if God is in me, then let's have some fun. You can have your fun. But honey, and this time it was Mother picking up on his thoughts. No, Mother would not be partaking. Father went along anyway, so for the next few nights, which turned to weeks, which turned to a very long time, he would tuck his children to bed. Fortunate by fortune, and how fortuitous for this test of his, each of the children had their own room. Father would say, just before cutting the lights and closing the door, "You know you're my favorite, yes?" Acknowledging this, he would then add, "But don't go telling your siblings." Mother, not playing along, would deflect. "If that's what your father told you, but I don't have favorites." Mother wasn't the scolding kind. She didn't need to be right, nor was she interested in proving others wrong, least of all her spouse. But she exercised humor and was still piqued by irony. She knew her husband had gone on to play this game of his, given away per the questions her children were now asking. While she wanted no part in it, her curiosity was growing to know exactly which part they were in it. "How are our children doing?" Mother asked Father. Father, picking up on the exact context, only smiled devilishly. "That well, huh? I'm quite surprised. It's been almost a year of me telling each of them that they're my favorite. No infighting. Have they come to you?" "I've told them I take no favorites." That's hilarious. "They're not satisfied with only my approval." "I'll have you know that they know I approve of them." "Yes, but they want something more, to be above their siblings, some competition." "But why aren't they telling each other?" "You told them not to." "Sure, but since when do kids listen to their parents?" "You told them they were your favorite." "But shouldn't that mean they test their grace?" "They're not old enough for that." "I see. So I'll stop telling them not to tell." Mother feigned ignorance, closing the earlids with her thumbs, crying, "La la la." "Mom, what are you doing?" her daughter asked her. "Your father is up to no good, and I'm pretending not to know about it." Father kept on for another week or so, telling each child they were his favorite child, but no longer instructing them not to tell. The new language was just the same to the children, only their subliminal conscience would catch the difference. In due time, the fated day would come, the dispensation of Father's grand lesson. Returning one day from work, father walked into a zoo of screaming from his two boys while his daughter sobbed. Mother greeted him with a kiss on the cheek, eyes teeming with humor. "I hope you're ready." "No." She nodded yes. Father was both delighted and terrified. Would he meet this moment? Father collected himself, then entered the sofa room. Knock, knock, and pretending to not know the matter, asked in earnest tones what the matter was. His eldest son came running up, eager to explain the mix-up. He had told his younger sister that it weren't true, that he was the favorite child, but not to blame everything on distaff. It was actually the original fault of the youngest son, who was retaliating from a fight between him and his older sister. He had stolen his sister's binky, some antagonistic joke for himself. Sister then rebuked, "I'll tell father that you're picking on his favorite child." "Ha! You wish I'm his favorite." "Nuh-uh, he tells me every night that I'm his favorite." "That's what he tells me." "You're lying! You're lying!" They went on like this for some time until the eldest son made sense of it all by saying they were both being childish. That father told him especially that no matter what he said to his younger children, father will always hold his oldest son in the highest esteem. Of course, the oldest son had made this part up because father had given the same prescriptive sentence to each of his children. Nevertheless, upon hearing this is when sister broke out in wailing tears, her identity deprecated. Mother didn't dare interfere, adding, "You better wait till your father comes home so he can clear all this up." Naturally, he was waylaid upon entering the room. Calm down, one at a time, please." One at a time, the children explained themselves. They were the favorites. In that way, they couldn't all be the favorites. Their confusion was that someone was lying. The siblings were lying, or father was lying. They needed to know. They were desperate to know, each of them independent beings begging at father's feet, vying for his singular approval over their siblings. "Would you look at you all? What are you all getting at?" They screamed out in almost unison. "Which of us is your favorite?" Calmly, father questioned. "Now, how did this come to be? Who said I have favorites?" "What do you mean? You told us." "Right, I mean, who brought this subject matter up? Didn't I tell you not to tell?" "Who cares if we tell? If it's true, it's true." "So you mean to tell me you would rather be my favorite at the cost of your siblings' feelings?" "No, we're just repeating what you told us." "Sure, but I've told you a lot of things. Why did you feel so inclined to repeat, and with such conviction, this thing?" The children were confused. "I also told you that you've kept your binky longer than any child I've seen. I've told you that your shirt-folding tactics are most bizarre, and that you're like me and have terrible no-good taste for what flavors should go together because you're rather impartial to any hodgepodge of ingredients. Maybe I was wrong in saying these remarks, but harmless enough as they are, they're all things I've told you. Yet you're not arguing over these things I've told you. Why not? You all are apparently fond of the occasional tussle, but clearly those other things aren't important. What is important then?" They were about to lose it with their father. "Which of us is your favorite?" "Now, why is that important to you all?" Not answering, he continued, "Suppose I say to you that you are my favorite. What good is that news? If you were an only child, you would laugh and roll your eyes, scolding me for my dad humor. It's only worthwhile while you have a sibling. But why should that be? Are you in competition with each other? Did any of you consider how it feels now to be in doubt, to feel you are losing the competition for my love with your siblings? Each of you, consider for a moment that you are not my favorite, that one of your other siblings beat you to it. Do you like that feeling? Yet the only reason I can reason why you would tell your sibling that they are not my favorite is so you can evade that feeling for yourself while passing it on to each other. Listen carefully now. Just like Mother has been telling you how she has no favorites, I have no favorites. True love is not conditional. I don't think any of us are there yet. Unconditional love is hard, but favoritism is a falsehood at its core. None of you are better than each other. I've played a trick on you all, and I'll own up to it. It's my fault you're crying, and it's my fault you're red with rage, and it's my fault you're confused and feeling betrayed. I've been telling each of you each night that you are my favorite, and I've been doing that to see how long it would go on before one of you betrayed each other, laying claim to their superiority. By golly, you kids are well behaved. You didn't tell each other for over a year until I stopped explicitly telling you not to tell. Kudos, kids. But in the end, this conclusion that I thought would pass did pass. I'd rather you learn this lesson with each other in this safe haven of fealty than with your friends or peers who may be less forgiving. That lesson is this. Listen closely. No matter what anyone tells you, no matter what you achieve, no matter all the accolades you collect, favoritism does no good for you. It poisons the brain. You go about thinking you're better than others till the day your brain burps out a most miasmic poison, some vitriolic sentence like, "I'm better than you." And because you say it with such conviction, they believe it and suffer by it. But in the end, because you have caused them to suffer, you suffer. Our true nature is inseparable. What one of us feels, we all feel. Remember this. You felt once that you were better than your siblings, as you feel now that your siblings are better than you. In fact, you are all equal in the eyes of your mother and me. There is nothing any one of you could do, good or bad, that would change your rank in this family, for each of you possess the infinite rank of beloved child. Now please, let's wipe off those tears and put on your shoes. I'll tell Mother to save dinner for tomorrow. Like that, the crucible was won, and the next scene was the five of them anticipating their favorite dish at their favorite restaurant.